Thanks for taking the time to join me on my channel, 90s View on Things. How you doing, how you keeping? I hope everybody's safe and sound where you are. In today's video, we're going to be looking at this studio light, because to me, it looks like our sun, and really for me, that isn't at all possible. You've got to be doing drugs, Nige, you really have. A studio light looks like our sun? Yeah, you're off your head. So before we actually look at that one, let's have a look at another clip, and then you'll get some understanding of what I'm trying to say. We'll come back to this in a minute. We're looking at photoweb.eu. Links to that in the description box down below. Nice and simple for everybody to find. We're looking at somewhere that's really, really bad, and I'm not going to even try and pronounce what we're looking at here. Pictures on this camera every 10 minutes. We can see there's snow on the floor, and there's a light in the background. Possible clouds up there. Very hard to tell nowadays, you know. Water vapour gets everywhere. Also down here, or up here should I say, is the time and date. 12/12/22, and we're starting at the bewitching hour. It's also got the temperature, and what a lovely stone arch. What we need to do is have a look at the camera information, because that is very, very important and very, very relevant to the video. We can see what the capture time is, the camera model and focal length, exposure time, aperture, ISO speed, exposure compensation and luminance. These figures may vary according to how light, bright, dark it gets, but it's a Canon EOS. I've got lines down my screen, I can't even see that, but you can see it's just a bog standard Canon camera, and that will be relevant shortly. Now we've dealt with all that technical bump, we can get on with the video. Let's have a look. Let's close this window, and I will stop in the relevant places. As we can see, those clouds disappear into the background. Well, it could be water vapour, like I'm saying. We can see the stars and how majestic they are. We've got this, well, sort of, I really don't know what to describe it. A haze in the background, I would imagine, and it's starting to just get that little bit brighter, bit by bit. We've got our sun. What people say our sun is. Don't forget, no sun, no life. I'm not going to even argue about it. Our sun is 93 million miles away, and it's doing a great job. There is no technology in our skies that could possibly, in any way, shape or form, produce a sun. It produces light, no heat, but if you've got a lens in front of it, shut up, Nige, get on with the video. And we can see that blue that's associated with a LED. But who am I to say? We've got this curtain of darkness that's appearing just on the horizon, just there. And you can see it just coming down and settling down. We get that black curtain of darkness, or maybe a haze in the background, and we've got that here. Don't forget, earlier on in the video we got to see that haze that seemed to glow. It looks like something chemical in the background, like they're trying to hide something. Of course they would never ever do that to us at all, would they? And we've got that red sort of purplish flash that just happened there, and our sun is starting to rise with the sun simulator through the sky, and we get this purple flash. That is not a lens flare. Shown this in the past. Red object, lens system, hey presto, we get this in the sky, and we can see our sun, if you want to call that object our sun. These spots around the outside here are dirt on the camera, I believe, but this I don't think it is, because it's like a prism effect that's going on. And if you want to call that object our sun, a round ball. If you're taking a photograph of our sun, it should just be a round ball. Maybe with a bit of brightness around the outside, it'll make it look bigger. But you're going to call that our sun? That is a big white LED light that's surfing through the sky. And just at this point, you can actually see the real colour of our sun. It's a yellow gas giant, like I've always said. And we can see how nice and yellowy orange it is. That is not what many people believe to be our sun, but yet the yellow object behind is. I'm just saying. By now you'd be thinking, sun simulator? That guy's a nutter. He's been sniffing too much toilet cleaner. I can understand that you might not believe in the sun simulator, but what are the chances of us seeing exactly the same thing on a studio light?
It's my childhood we're laughing at. I got picked on at school, and I used to come home to...
Firstly, credit to Jack Whitehall for this video. Links in the description box down below, just in case you want to have a deckles and go and have a look. Secondly, is that even a word, Nige? This object that's a studio light, identical to what we've just seen in the sky, many people call our sun. For me, the only way that's at all possible, if that object in the sky happens to be artificial and electric. If you take a video, take a picture of our sun, it really shouldn't look like a studio light. Now, Dave from Dave's Waffle House, I'll leave the links in the description box for that, down below, great channel, go over, say hello, say Nige sent you. Said, well, we were having a conversation about cameras. What it could be the lens on the camera causing that effect. So what we actually know, in this clip they're using the Canon EOS 1200D, which is an 18.1 megapixel digital single lens reflex camera, and that is entry level. It's a DSLR. Great for taking photographs, not so great for taking videos, but it does. What do we know about the Jack Whitehall clip? Absolutely nothing, but I can guarantee you they're not taking videos with a Canon EOS 1200D. They'll be using a broadcast quality camera, because not only is this on YouTube itself, it's also on TV and many different other platforms and formats. It's going to be high quality, and really the two cameras are going to be worlds apart. The Canon EOS 1200D is going to be about £300, and the broadcast quality camera is going to be a minimum of 5 large. Now I've actually bored you with the technicalities. We're going to have a look at a picture from Wise Up with Risey. I'll leave the links to his channel in the description box down below, nice and simple, for everybody to find. This picture you're going to see is from a Samsung SMA300FU. We're looking at a picture that's been taken through a parasol, and it looks identical to a studio light. It looks identical to the first bit of footage we just watched. How is that at all possible? Let me show you one more picture. This is a picture from David M. He sent me this back in 2018. The camera he used was a Canon PowerShot SK. Exactly the same object that is a studio light is in our sky. 4 pictures in total, all depicting exactly the same thing. And for me, it just really makes sense what I'm looking at. But for you, I'm just talking rubbish, woo-woo. It's for you to make your own minds up. I'm just showing you there's something very, very wrong. If you don't believe in the sun simulator, I'll leave some links down below so you can have a look at the videos. Make your own mind up. I will be making a much more updated version very, very shortly with lots and lots of new information. Anyway, that's all I've got for you now. Much love, much peace, and I'll catch you next time. Take care. For me, it actually makes sense.